this question a lot, what I think about raw milk and honey. This is my personal preference, and I'll tell you why it's my personal preference. You'll never catch me eating honey or raw milk on the carnivore diet or ever in my life. There is just way too much sugar in that, and you can never become fat adapted if you're doing those things. I've mentioned before, I feel good in ketosis. I think that's the state we're supposed to be in. That is the state that helps all these diseases. If you're eating carbs, you can't stay adapted. On top of that, most of us who come to this way of eating, we're not metabolically healthy. So we 100% cannot handle those carbs. Milk is made to fatten up babies. Why are we drinking that? This is going to be a little controversial, but if you feel good on the carnivore diet, adding carbs, you're not eating enough fat. And if you're not eating enough fat, you're not getting adapted. I know a lot of carnivores out there are like, I don't need to track ketones. I'm eating zero carb. I know that I'm in ketosis. That's not the case. If you are here for health reasons, I think it is a great idea to make sure that you are in ketosis, your blood sugar is stable, and you are adapting. That is where the magic happens. And back to the dairy, the raw milk, and honey, you can't get there doing that. So if you're not fat adapted, you're not keto adapting, then you will feel better on carbs. It just blows my mind that people would rather add in carbs when they know the damage they can do instead of eating fat. Guys, fat doesn't make you fat. Now, if you are metabolically healthy and you are adapted, that's something you can play with and see how far you can push it without you losing that magic. But for the vast majority of people, it's a hard no, especially for me. And just a little advice, if you're starting a new diet, keto, carnivore, whatever, you have to experiment on your own, 1. 2, stick with the gurus who don't change their tune, who's been singing the same tune for years, not one that demonized carbs and sugar who's now eating them. Stick to the people who are consistent.